put your hands together for Scottie Miller and his incredible trio quartet. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary T. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You feeling good? Oh, yeah. I'm feeling much better now that I'm seated right here. So let's get introductions going here, everybody. Dan Carpel on upright bass, everybody. What's up, Dan? I think it was J.T. Bates that introduced me to you at a recent show that we did at the Dakota. Yeah, a couple months ago. And I've just really enjoyed getting to know you and getting to know this cat. He's a fantastic talent. You're going to hear all about that just in a couple seconds. And on drums, a dear friend that goes back in time, but we have not had very many opportunities to play together, have we? Greg Schutte on drums. You know, running in all these circles and not really sharing the stage too often.
This is my first official full gig with you.
Yeah, all right then, okay. And only the second with Dan, right? Yeah, only the second official gig with you, Dan. Yeah, together. So this is brand new and hot off the press. So get ready. Like, can you feel the excitement? Are you a little bit nervous? And I'm trying to build up a little pressure. You know, I call it adrenaline. Thank you, Mary T. and Crooners and crew and Johnny on the sound. Thank you so much. So this is out of Carnival Cocoon, my new poetry book, and I set a bunch of the poems to music. This is sort of the centerpiece track. It's called Aw, New York. It's about all the sights and sounds and smells of New York City. Street as a gum spat out by every New Yorker and tourist along the sidewalk of every corner, street, and avenue. It's dried like some spotted Dalmatian in patterns of polka dots. Sorry sights. There in the air, just under your nose, drifts the smell of a million hot dogs. Dumpsters, cardboard, dead rats, delicious Thai food, acrid coffee bistros, marinara, red sauce, pasta, tacos, all New York. Yeah. Oh, horn hockey, dragged out junkie, broken down jazzer, burnt out rocker, high flying trader, hustling model, trust fund board skater, unhappy waiter, all of us just swirling in a pot of steam soup, steam soup, steam soup. And we're dishing it out for $10 a scoop. Smiling on the discern, it don't matter the look. All are equal, but the mayor's a crook. To the art museum tourist book. New York, New York. Queens, burn your light bright, you out of sight. Sing on, subway shouter, fill your bucket high with bills. Oh, keep the change, cheapskate, it's cash only. Yeah. Blow your horn, move your mime, paint your face, bring your shoes to shine. Make the bed, freshen the room, 'cause all are welcome in the Carnival Cocoon. Hey. Dan Carpel on bass, Greg Schutte on the drums. All right, thank you. Thank you all so much. Let's see how's this thing sounding. Got that out there, Johnny? Yeah, hey, as long as we're in New York City, I wanted to just stick around in the village. You'll go ahead over to Bleecker Street, where I've had many a wild adventure. And this is featured again in the poetry book and on the CD. My friend starts to tremble and quiver. My blanket I'll share on cold nights when they shiver. And my friends a salty lot. You know I used to fill many a pot. I never tasted a moderate sum, always in a state of dampened and numb. Oh, barking dogs in a piss-stand chally, watching my back with pinpoint savvy, forging thoughts too many to count, all to forget before they can mount. Sober and clear as an ice shelf adrift, letting it go and I'm breathing a gift. Unburied at peace every once in a while, arrange me in close and reminds me to smile. That's Dan Carpel. Sure sounds great, Schutte. Drunken, salty sot, and I'll never judge another man's plot. Women devote life in the warmth of the tavern. Soon will I drive from my own misty cavern. Surely we'll meet again somewhere on bleaker. Never will my comrades have felt any weaker. And if my friend starts to tremble and quiver, my blanket I'll share on cold nights when they shiver. Bleecker Street. Thank you, everybody. Taking care of our downtrodden friends out around the world. Trying to lift each other up, right? And a lot of you know that I do a lot of touring with a great singer-songwriter named Ruthie Foster. Yeah, all right, let's put it up for Ruthie. Yeah. She's my hero. I love her. I've been touring now with Ruthie Foster since 2008. Almost 2007. So we've had quite a great career together. Some of you might have heard that her last year's album, Healing Time, a song I wrote and presented to her and the rest of the band that we finished co-writing together, became the title track of that album, and then was nominated for a Grammy. And yeah, it's outstanding. Ruthie's fifth Grammy nomination. And in about 2.5 weeks before the Grammys, I was at home, and Ruthie called and said, "I want you to come along and be my guest." So I freaked right out and was dancing around the house and trying to figure out, oh man, what should I wear? Should I get a haircut or what? And so we got to walk the red carpet together. That was pretty cool. So we didn't win. That's okay. But I have to tell you, the Grammys were, it was a beautiful experience where it wasn't all, bling, blang, glammy, and all hoity-toity and whatnot. It was actually really meaningful in the celebration of art and music worldwide, and excellence in that, And I really felt that kind of community around the arts, not the sort of, fancy stuff. I felt the more down-to-earth stuff, and that was a good vibe to pick up on at the Grammys. So thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, right on. And as we tour and travel to many different places across the globe, this one came out called I Wake to Many Melodies. And the person that books me here, I'd like to send a shout out to Jennifer Grimm. You familiar with Jenny? Yeah, they're one of the most fantastic singers I've ever heard in my life. I do say that Ruthie and Jennifer Grimm are my top two favorite vocalists. They are incredible and so versatile. And Jenny books me here and all the talent here at Crooners. So give her a round of applause. She's amazing. If you get a chance to see her. And she inspired this song too, because we used to laugh. We'd text each other once in a while, like, what song did you wake up singing? Because I wake up with a different melody in my head. I wake to many melodies. I wake to many melodies. Day and night have now become one. Soft wind with an icy nip. The house is warmed by the spring sun. My lips have not had a sip. I wake to many melodies. I wake to many melodies. The patrons don't acknowledge me, for drink has not touched my tongue. My mouth speaks no apology. Still girls with wine-stained hands come, and I wake to many melodies. I wake to many melodies. Black drapes won't block the morning sun, too bright for a foggy head. To not disturb, she must have run. Our taxi spared me instead. Spared me from the dampened sheets. From where love is cooled, I rise. A new day shines with tempered peace. What was the color of her eyes? I wake to many melodies. I wake to many melodies. All right. Thanks for taking a trip. Now this one's called The Gritty Border. It's a piece I wrote inspired greatly by Langston Hughes' poetry, which sets itself just perfectly in a little Otis Spann blues, a little Chicago-style blues. Is that okay? Otis Spann, the great piano player, singer from the great Muddy Waters. This one's about wrongful imprisonment for doing too much time for too little crime. Rambled down the road like a riddle unsolved. He spent 15 years inside a 12-foot stall. It was the wrong time for the crime. And then there's that $2 phone call that said it would only cost him a dime. He's a man with his life on a long, thin line. The one that changed with a long-term fine. All he ever did was just sell a little bit. But he loved all that money and he just couldn't quit. Chipping back and forth across the gritty border, chipping away at all that brick and mortar. It's only a matter of time before it all came down. It was bound to happen. He was sure to be found, caught up in a pace. You could tell by the lines on his face. He was hanging in a lane and went way too fast. But in the back of his mind, he knew it just wouldn't last. Oh no. Now so many years have gone. Dan Carpel. His wife and kids have moved on. A faint memory of who Daddy used to be. Barbed wire horizons, all they'll ever see. Well, you know, it's all wrong, it's all wrong. Caught up in a broken system, keeps trying to stay strong. But the law doesn't listen, and you see a young man turn old before his time. Yeah, how about it for Dan Carpel and Greg Schutte? Playing some Chicago blues. Is that all right? Y'all like the blues? I really like it a whole lot. All right. And I like jazz and I like classical. I have a pretty wide palette, like you cats do. Like a lot of different music out there, everybody? Mm-hmm. I know the Miller family's in the house, and I know one guy, I know what he likes. He likes good old country with really good stories and really good lyrics, and I do too. Say hello to my family, Dave, Karen Miller, everybody. And my Aunt Linda, my mom's sister, on the Ertsgaard side from Norway. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Yes. All right. Well, this is a little jazz standard I wrote. You can see it's very sloppily written. I can barely read it myself. It's called Injunction. Let's give it a try, all right? This one's for you, Zoot and Brianna. All right. Greg Schutte. Dan Carpel, Greg Schutte on a brand new tune called Injunction. Did you like my jazz composition? I hope you liked it, you know? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much, everybody. Wow, how about it for these two cats, huh? Again, this is Dan Carpel. Don't forget that name. That's a name you won't forget. And Greg Schutte. Yeah. Did y'all have something good to eat? Oh, good. Isn't this a beautiful place? Yeah, I can dig it. I'm very grateful to these guys. And my friends from Stealing Dan are next door after this show. And so excited to see those guys, too. My old songwriting partner, John Heinen, singing and founding that amazing tribute band. John and I go way back. Way, way, way back, don't we, Mom? Yeah, way back. That's a long story, and a beautiful one. We created tons and tons of music together as a partnership. T-2, Damon Sikora, when we decided to be a duo. He was the blonde, I was the dark-haired guy at the time. And we thought, let's come up with two cooler names than John Heinen and Miller. Heinen Miller, you know. And so we looked in, the dictionary or some last name book. And he picked John Damon. Strong, huh? Damon. And I found Sikora. So it was Scottie Sikora. And we were Damon Sikora. Isn't that funny? You know, because we were like chasing that record deal, man. You know, Capitol Records, knocking on the door, sending our cassettes in 8x10 shrink wrap to a piece of cardboard to Flight Time. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, we would go to the parking lot, and we put like 22 of them in the parking lot one time, on their basketball hoop, on all their Mercedes, like carefully on the windshield, on every wheel, little promo packs. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then Jimmy and Terry, they saw us at Fridays once having dinner, and they bought us a drink. How about that, huh? Hard work pays off like that. Yeah, let's see. I want to do this. Oh, I think I want to come over here again. Hi. A little different sound. Not bad. This one's called A Better Way to Cope. Magic floating through the air tonight in a new dimension. Allows a gleaming light to shine, and it smells of less contention. While greed pushes on from white houses up on a hill, another show of muscle, while Jenny swallows down another pill. Well, I'm just trying to stay above the fray, but the years at my pot, there are gold and diamonds piling up, but I've no need for more than what I've got. No, I don't want to be the one who gives up on his hope. If you can tell me how you do it, maybe I can find a better way to cope. Saw the buses leave the city, the crowds gather on the street. We're sick and tired of all this trouble, while the peace is crumbling at our feet. Truth and justice are knocking at the door. As the day comes to a close, there is the hope of something more. I suppose we've all been fighting now for thousands of years. That doesn't change the fact, still salt burning in our tears. Will there be another chance after all the damage done? Will the man out on the street even get to see another setting sun? I think I'll drive down to St. Louis and see my friends out there. Get right-sized with the notion that all in love and war isn't fair. Oh, I don't want to be the one who gives up on his hope. And if you can tell me how you do it, man, maybe I can find a better way to cope. If you can tell me how you do it, maybe I can find a better way to cope. Thank you, guys. We're up close and personal, aren't we? This is great. Got any French fries? Shoot. Tater tots? Who's got food? Oh, Ralph. Hey, everybody, this is Ralph Henn. He does all my social media promotions. Except the one when I was in the shower. That video, you were not there for that. And that is good. That's a dang good fry. Pommes frites. I'm going to Europe in a couple of weeks, so I got to get my frites. Pommes frites. Is that it? Fritz? Yeah, going to Lucerne Blues Festival with Ruthie, and then off to 3 dates in around the UK. London Jazz Fest and Southampton and another city. So call your friends over the Great Pond and tell them to come on out then, would you, loves? Thanks, Ralph. Good stuff for you. Good for the voice. Well, I have a wonderful surprise for you, everybody. You like surprises? My dear friend Brian Zoot Simonds is in the house. Can you guess who he is? He plays tenor saxophone like a great wizard. And it's all right if he comes up and joins us on a couple tunes? Brian Zoot Simonds. Local legend, international legend, actually. Zoot and I spent years touring a lot of Europe, actually, in the East Coast, right, brother? With the great late Big John Dickerson in Blue Chamber. And we are blood brothers through and through, road dogs.
We have blood together, that's true.
We've spent a lot of time in the bucket. We've had a lot of windshield time. And those are some phrases that we picked up together. You got a spot you could feel comfortable? You come over here.
I'll probably just walk back.
You can wander wherever you want, Zoot. Give him a round of applause. Zoot Simonds, everybody. Let me get us going, fellas. Let's see. Let me get us going. Tipitina. We're going down to New Orleans, all right? It's carnival time. Mr. Professor Longhair. Tipitina, oola mala, what a dollar. Try my tra-la-la. Hey, la birda, oh, la birda, can you hear me calling you? You came home this morning, baby, with your belly full of brew. Say, la birda, oh, la birda, can you tell me where you been? Came home this morning, baby, with your belly full of gin. Up for Zoot Simonds, everybody. Yeah, come on, boys. We going ballin'. Yeah, we sure gonna have ourselves a good time. We're gonna drip and try to mount a $1. Drink some of that mellow wine. Yeah, all right. Oh, Tipitina, tra-la-la. Tra-la-la, Tipitina, oola mala, $1. Tra-martina, na. Take it out, fellas. Yes, sir. Oh, that was a carnival with Zoot Simonds, everybody. Yeah, brother. My dear brother. We have worked together. Stay on up if you would. And we've worked together on multiple years with the Scottie Miller Band. And we had so many good times, and we're still having them, Zoot. I love you dearly. And your daughter, Brianna, is in the house, everybody. Hi, love. They just don't come any better, you guys. We love you dearly. This is a song we used to play a lot on the road called East St. Louis. And we'd go down to St. Louis and play this club called BB's Jazz, Blues, and Soups. And remember John May?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's still kicking.
Restaurant we went to.
Broadway Oyster Bar? He's right down the street.
No, the one at like 3 o'clock.
Oh, the Eat Right Diner.
Yes.
Yes, it's a historic landmark. And boy, they serve the food there. They got no teeth. And they serve a thing called a slinger. And it's supposed to cure you of hangover. Because, man, we used to drink so much alcohol then. And we really did do a lot of alcohol then. And so invariably, it's 3:30 in the morning, we'd all walk over to the Eat Right Diner, just a tiny cube of a place with flat iron griddle. And they had that slinger, and it was like, let's see, eggs over easy, Texas toast.
Hash browns in there, I think.
Hash browns and
Some kind of, I don't know, man.
and
It was 3 o'clock in the morning.
a meat chili
With eggs.
with eggs and onions, and all of that was just called a slinger. I think I might reference that in this song, which is partially about St. Louis and partially across the river in the even more dangerous East St. Louis. It's better to have friends than enemies over there, brother. And we have a few. We are grateful to have friends in East St. Louis. It is also the birthplace of Miles Davis. But I'm telling you, if you're driving through there and you get a flat tire, drive out on the rim. When you're driving home and it's late at night, you gotta feel that something just ain't right. Check your back, Jack, take a good look around. That dude in the shadows come to take you down. Get too much whiskey over at BB's and Beal, and nobody understands the way you feel. You better stop and think about where you're at. Somebody come and take you out just like that. I'm East St. Louis. Only gonna get you down in East St. Louis. Way down in East St. Louis. You got some heavy cats waiting on you. Now listen up. Well, the band just played their last set at the club. Gonna head to the Eat Right Diner, get some slingers and some grub. You better let all your buddies drive you home. If you walk through East St. Louis, don't you walk alone. All right, y'all better listen to what I got to say. Late at night, child, you don't want to go that way. I don't want to sound like I'm running scared, but you better turn around and get up on out of there. get you down in East St. Louis. Way down in East St. Louis, they got some heavy cats waiting on you at the dark end of the street. Zoot's got to say. Tell you when it's late at night, child, you don't want to go that way. Take a trip, take a flip, Jack, and turn yourself around. If you stay in this city, I'll tell you they're gonna cut you down. Out in East St. Louis, oh, they'll get you down in East St. Louis. Oh, yeah. Way down, they got some heavy cats. They got some heavy dudes in there. And they're waiting on you. Cut you with a razor, lead you with a rusty shank, leave you dying by the riverbank. Way down in East St. Louis, they got some heavy cats and they're waiting on you. Watch out, man, they'll take all your money. Your Walgreens card and your Costco membership card, your Winnebago and your brand new Trans Am, they'll take it all. I leave you in the ditch begging for mercy. Brian Zoot, Simonds, everybody. Yeah, Zoot. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much. And how about a round of applause for the staff here? They're just flying. Thank you all so much. And if you wouldn't mind, save Zoot's and his daughter's tab for me, I would appreciate that. Dude, get French fries and a beer. French fries and a beer, Zoot. Brianna, you can have a house salad. Totally watching the budget. I'm totally kidding. I am kind of a cheap bastard. Did you all see my video last night on Happy Halloween? I was working hard all day on music, and I emerged from the piano room, and it was like about the time the trick-or-treaters come around, and I didn't have a thing. I mean, I had like an old apple and like a moldy plum. And so I shut all the curtains and shut the lights off. And then I went to the grocery store, and I thought, well, I don't have any food. And so I didn't even get any treats for anybody. I was selfish. I'm sorry. And but the thing is nobody comes over anyway. The one person that knocked, they left, and that was the end of it. My neighborhood is, you know, it's kind of light on the tricksters. Anyway, sometimes you got to take care of number one. Get those groceries in you and not give it all away. Like, I bought sushi. I thought, well, maybe I could hand out like one piece of sushi to each kid. Like, put rubber gloves on and do it right and all that. Chopsticks. But no. Anyway. Oh, man. So this one here, you see the chart is written, it's titled Plato. Because I was reading Plato's Republic during the pandemic. Just a little light reading. It's like, I wrote another jazz standard. And then I wrote this poem around that same time called Berkeley. And it's about a little bit of my experience there at Berklee College of Music in Boston, where I attended in 1986. And this kind of paints the scene of waiting for a practice room. You know, you kind of sign up to get your piano room and then kind of wait for it. And all the drummers were waiting, you know, working on their drum pads all up and down the staircase. And you could smoke then, so it was a blue cloud, cigarette ash all over the carpet, and drumstick shreds of wood all over the place. It was crazy, but it was cool because everybody was so deep into their studies. And then when you finally got a piano room, you locked yourself in there for at least 6 to 8 hours. And you could smoke in there too, and it was like a tiny little room with an upright piano, no ashtray, so there was always a huge mound of ash on the carpet and copious amounts of burn marks right here. Isn't that cool? It's gross, she said. So you just sort of, you know, let your cig go out here. Burn marks all over the piano, but dang, were we working hard. Transcribing George Shearing and transcribing solos from Charlie Parker, and with a little Walkman, you know. Walkman is the greatest tool with a cassette, right? So you go to the Berklee Library, they had reel-to-reels of everything you could imagine in the archives. So you'd pull out, say, you know, I don't know, some Parker or some Thelonious Monk or whatever it was, and they had a cassette machine built into the reel-to-reel, so you could burn your own cassettes and copy the music that way and then go learn it. Isn't that awesome? And so I would take those cassettes and put them in my Walkman, and I would work on transcribing the horn solos, you know. And the Walkman was great because you could just go, brrr, brrr, brrr. You could rewind a little passage, you know. Was it this, or was it that? And you could nail that one note. You know, anyway, this poem, Berkeley, discusses that. Set to the music I wrote called Plato. Let's see if I can do it. there's that wet again, sacked in and sopped up on Boylston and Mass Ave. As a depressive get depressored in that all-day work on them pianos, on them horns. Find me a soundproof room, I'll give you a stab at Donna Lee, a crack at ornithology, or here's that rainy day coming down in torrents on furrowed young brows. Bony wrists, swollen digits, sore paws, empty bellies, hands peeling from drinking that dirty dorm room water. Probably still some TB on them bunks, or some cheap copper bracelet found in a lump beneath the dump heap. Miles beneath, years beneath, in miles we believe, ghosts left there lingering in the studious clouds of education that hover in the November rains of Boston. Pulsating volts, leaking notes, tears, death, epiphanies, sauntering through the New England winter. I miss home and Thanksgiving in '86, but a slice of Geno's will do just fine. Gives real good grease. Tip that pie, let it drain, but not too much. It's where the flavor lies. Drizzles onto that triple thick paper plate, loaded up with cheap little napkins to sop it all up. Stains my knuckles. Bony shit. Yeah, wooden shreds of sticks, dust and cigarette ash season the carpet. It's a Faneuil Quincy Hall rainy day spent drying out in the lobby. Okay, here we go. I can hear some collusion between a dozen or more quadrupled or quintupled rhythms. Wooden shreds of sticks, dust, cigarette ash season the carpet. Hey, it's a Faneuil Quincy Market rainy day spent drying out in the lobby, where the beautiful African singers told me what a powerful aura I have around my head. Purple, they said, with amber very strong. Oh, the confidence came, not from transcribing Sheeran, but from them ladies in their glowing butter brown skin underneath their flaming dresses of yellow, gold, and orange. Soaked me in their black ink hair wrapped in sky blue buns. Ugandan smiles, tribal lineage reflected in stars from their ivory white teeth, reached in my chest, tickled my loneliness. All right, thanks a lot. That's a doozy, man. That's like doing this, like times a million. Rub your belly and tap your head in reverse. So that was a fun experiment where I can just sort of started reading down my poems that are contained in the book and just playing along with them. That one was a little more structured to Plato, so I hope you dig it. All right. That's Berkeley. Uh-huh. That last little bit about the ladies and their glowing butter brown skin underneath their flaming dresses of yellow, gold, and orange. There were fantastic musicians and singers from Africa, and there were 3 or 4 women dressed in full color in the lobby as we waited for a practice room. And I had a flannel shirt and cowboy boots and jeans on, you know, Eddie Van Halen feathered hair. You know, this is 1986, everybody. And they came up to me and said, "Oh, you have a powerful aura around your head. It's kind of purple and amber." And so that made its way into this poem because, you know, they made me feel really good. They lifted me up, right? And just, you know, I'm all alone out there at college, you know, music school, and when you you meet the kindness of strangers. I can dig that, you know? Sound good to you? Anybody got the time? What is it? This is about to take us there. We're having so much fun, not really watching the clock. But we have to have a hard stop at 8 so that our friends in Steely Dan can get going and rocking. Have you guys been enjoying the music? And enjoying Zoot Simonds on saxophone? Dan Carpel on the upright bass. Greg Schutte on the drums. So musical, so beautiful. I'm Steve Miller, fly like an eagle. Jungle Love. Sending this out to Dave Hobson up in heaven. Song I wrote straight out of a dream called Spanish Harlem Princess. Walked up to me. She says, man, the ghost is in your eyes. Let an angel up above, she said to me. Boy, you better bend down on wounded knee before you find yourself on the darker side. You gotta reach inside your soul to find that she's gone like the native winds. She's gone and the lights begin to dim. Lost all my good friends out on the road. Then the perishing out on some foreign land. I wish that you could bring them back to me. Hey, hey. Then the Spanish Harlem Princess came once again. I said, baby, dry your crying eyes. Now there isn't any magic left in me. Gotta reach inside your soul to find that she's gone, like the sacred winds. And she's gone, and the lights begin to dim. And she's gone, like the native winds. She's gone, and life is paper thin. Yeah, you know, life is paper thin. Oh, you know, life is paper thin. Dan Carpel, Greg Schutte, Scottie Bones Miller. We had a great time with you. What time we got? 56, 4 minutes? Oh. Oh, that was too fun. I don't want to just go right into it. You give it a moment. Let's go back. It relaxes me. Good times will come again. Yeah, I don't know how, I don't know when. But all All I gotta do is think of you. All my troubles will be through. Taking the money at the bank. No gasoline in my tank. Well, I got no money in the jar. I don't think I'm gonna make it very far. This bad mood just got to pass. Just no way this can last. I've been too long without a smile. I think I need to hang out with you for a while. Come on. Kind of fun I can find. Might take a little trip up the coast, you know. Those California sunsets, they're the most. Yeah, no more crying, no more tears. Yeah, no more sorrow, no more fears. Yeah, I think I see things looking up, y'all. Might put a little whiskey in my cup now. Oh, those good times will come again. I don't know how, I don't know when. All I gotta do is think of you. And all my troubles will be through. All I gotta do is think of you. All my troubles will be through.